Hello, friends and family. I'm so sorry I'm not here today, but not really. All right, so let's look at what you're doing today. We're still focusing on this essential question. How does word choice and text evidence develop theme? All right, so the first thing we're going to do, you guys are going to get out your notes from the short story that you read on Tuesday, Wednesday in your small groups. You're going to pull back up that Google Doc that you guys worked on. Hopefully it's organized. If it's not organized, get it organized, okay? It needs to be clean and clear so that when I look at it, I see how you're breaking things up and the different categories and maybe why you've even structured it that way. So you're going to use those notes today. You're going to continue your discussions, and then you're going to create your own Google slideshow for your specific short story. All right. The other people in this class have not read your short story. So they're going to need to know all the nitty gritty good stuff. All right. Think about this like a movie trailer, essentially. You don't want it to be boring. Cool. So you're going to open a Google slide, work on this as a group, and you're going to go through and add these different elements. Okay. So make it pretty, make it nice. On your first slide, you're going to have the title, author, and literary time period. So if you put 1800, you did nothing to help answer the literary time period. When you're looking at literary time period, you also need to look at the location because the British literary time periods are ahead of the American literary time periods. All right, so do some quick research on your author, figure out when it was published, what was going on. That's going to help you make meaning of it too. And this is stuff you can do before you guys even start on this Google slide. Like you can add that information to your notes page, okay? On your next slide, or two if you need it, a quick synopsis, all right? Give us our major points. What's going on in the story? Who's in the story? Who are the characters? What's their role? So however you want to break this down, it needs to be pretty clear to all the people that didn't read it what's going on. Then you're going to move on to your theme, all right? So based on everything that happened in this story, what have you come up with as being the theme of this story, okay? So then we're going to move on to text evidence, right? So we've talked about how we need to root our writing in the text. This is going to be that good practice right here, okay? So not only do you want to use text evidence to support a theme, you want to use text evidence from the beginning, the middle, and the end of the text. Why, Miss Pope? I don't get it. Because if you're going to make the claim that this theme is prevalent in the end, it also should have been shown in the beginning and the middle. If you can consistently support that this is true, then you have a solid theme, okay? So maybe the author unveils it slowly and it's only truly clear in the end, but all of the hints that the author gives you throughout the short story should lead you to this place, okay? So I want you to find that text evidence, identify if it is a specific literary element, okay? This is pretty crucial, and I think it's going to be helpful to you when you start writing your essays because College Board is looking for you to name drop these things. At this point, it's not so much can you talk about it and around it, but can you tell me what it is and then how it functions, right? Then you need to have your direct quote, make sure you follow normal protocol with your MLA citations, and commentary is your analysis, okay? So how does this specific piece of evidence from the beginning or the middle or the end support this theme that you've come up with, okay? And then overall, we want everything to look nice and pretty. If you are so fancy and you want to include some memes or pictures or GIFs or whatever you have on your creative brain, the colors, whatever sticks out to you, a picture of the author, doesn't matter to me. Whatever you want to do, you want to make this as visually appealing as possible, okay? And get that uploaded to It's Learning in the correct discussion post by the time we start next class. So if you don't finish, that's a-okay, but it is your homework for the remainder before you come back to class the next day. All right, guys, I miss you. I'll see you in a week.